Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the One Spa Chicago podcast. Today I'm joined by one of our amazing estheticians, Adriana. So we'll get talking about some really fun stuff. One question that is hard for me to answer because I'm newer to aesthetics from the last 5-6 years. How has the industry changed since, in the last 20 years?
So it has changed a lot. I feel like the machines have just upgraded. I remember when laser hair removal used to be so painful, and it has evolved into something where it's so comfortable and so easy and less painful than waxing now. Children now, little girls are into skincare. And so I feel like it's become this huge phenomenon. Everybody just wants to take care of their skin.
I mean, even in the last 5 years, I think has been this vacuum seal of accessibility with skincare and aesthetics and everything. There's so many at-home little lasers you can get now.
There are.
That's a whole conversation.
Yeah. I don't want to tap into that because we'll keep going on with that one.
Another time. Well, I guess that leads me to, what is a skincare myth that you kind of wish everybody would get rid of, stop believing, it's not something that they should be subscribing to?
I feel like a lot of people think eating chocolate causes acne, and that's not true.
That's good to hear.
So don't overdo it with the chocolate, but it doesn't create acne. It really doesn't. And it's been such a myth for so long. That's
funny. I feel like sugary foods definitely do a number on your skin, but chocolate got the bad rap.
Yeah.
What did they say? That dark chocolate
good
for health?
Yeah, antioxidants.
Antioxidants, yeah. There you go. We want antioxidants for our skin.
Absolutely.
When you're meeting with a new patient or really an existing patient, anyone, how do you approach customizing their skin and their treatment plan?
That's a good question. I ask them about their lifestyle. What current ingredients, products do they put on their skin? And then obviously analyze the skin and take a look at it and see what I see, what they may not see. And then we just go from there, really. And a lot of the times they're pretty good about taking pictures of their products and they show me. And then we look at the ingredients, see what's in it. And, sometimes people who use the same product for years and years and years, it's lost its efficacy. It's not working anymore like it used to. So we have to switch things up.
That makes sense. I think that it's easy to become a creature of habit and not really realize, maybe something isn't hurting your skin, but it's not helping.
It's not benefiting
and you don't
anything.
Realize that. Yeah. Do you have a holy grail product or something?
Retinol.
Okay, retinol. Do you have, I'm sure that in your experience you've probably tried a slew of different retinols, but do you have any you particularly like?
You're right, I have tried a lot. I've tried a lot of retinol, but the one that I'm currently using is the one that I really like, and it's clinical, 0.3% retinol. I absolutely love it. It goes on fantastically. I've been using it for over a year now. And once I'm done with my 3%, my 0.3, I'm going to move up to the 1%, which I'm excited about. But it's a necessity. It's for everybody. I don't obviously, pay attention to your usage, but it needs to be a product that everyone is using.
Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah, I have felt that product, and I am finishing up an older retinol, so I do want to try that next, but I particularly like it because I was a little scared of retinol because the first time I used it, I don't think I was instructed properly.
A lot of people are scared to use retinol.
I lathered it.
Yeah.
I was super dry, and it didn't give me what I was expecting it to, so I kind of fell off, but this clinical one is like, it's emulsified, right? So it's not so drying.
I believe there's 0.5% shea butter in it. So, wow. So it's very emulsifying, and it goes on really beautifully. And you don't even need a moisturizer to put over it.
Nice.
Sometimes a lot of these retinols, you have to do the bake effect, the cake effect. What is it called? But with this one, you don't need it. It's just the straight retinol. It's great. It's fantastic. It's my favorite.
And you mentioned, too, even someone like you who has so much experience with what your skin needs and how to treat other people's skin, but what does it mean to go from a lower percentage of retinol to a higher one, and kind of how do you tier that?
It's actually just getting your skin adjusted to the percentage of the retinol, because a lot of people don't know how to use it, and it may cause some irritation on the skin if it's not used properly. So we definitely want to start you off for lower dosage. I want to see how your skin is reacting to the retinol before I give you such a high percentage. Now, if in the past you used something that was a 1% already, then sure, I'm going to give you that 1%. But if this is something you're first starting off at, you're a little hesitant, I'm going to start you off at the 0.3 and not give you something so high up.
That makes sense. I think some people are so excited to start retinol. They're like, give me the strongest right away. And
we got to crawl before you walk.
So I know you have a 12-year-old daughter.
I do.
You're probably at an interesting cross point of, I can help direct her on what to do and what not to do that you learned from, but she also lives in the age of TikTok and all of these crazy things. So what is that like? And I guess
it's hard. It's hard because it's such a trend, and now everyone wants to try salmon sperm and snail mucin. And I don't understand it, right? I hear it works. I'm sure it's great. But where was this stuff back in 2006? You know what I mean? So I will always allow her to try things. But of course, because I am the professional, if I start to see her skin react in a certain way, we're gonna cut that out. But, what I love that is underrated, I love microneedling. I feel like that is such a great treatment for men, women. It is by far one of my favorite treatments for everyone, and it helps with so many concerns that sometimes I feel like it can be underrated.
That makes sense, because I think that microneedling is somewhat of a household name in this industry, but I don't think a lot of people necessarily jump to that as
they don't.
It's not a, Band-Aid to fix everything, but I think because it can address so much and be such a great maintenance treatment too.
It really is.
It has so much power that, is really overlooked a lot, I bet.
Absolutely. And if you stay consistent, it's going to be great for your skin, and you're just going to have so many great compliments that go with it as well. People are going to be like, what are you doing to your skin? It looks fantastic.
Skin pen.
Exactly.
Which reminds me, I think I'm due for one.
Same.
I guess that kind of leads me into microneedling may be a part of your answer, but if a patient came in, and I've seen you treat many patients with acne, hyperpigmentation, what is kind of your first level of treating somebody with pretty intense acne or a lot of hyperpigmentation and sun damage? I know those are kind of two separate questions, but you can start with acne maybe.
So for acne, I like to ask a lot of questions. I want to know, what are you eating? Your makeup, what products are you using? Are you cleaning your makeup, brushes? And then I love to educate people on probiotics. Probiotics are so important because it all starts in the gut, and then it'll start to show up in the skin. So we'll start from there, and then we got to get a good cleaning in. I have to do a good diamond glow on you and get that skin cleaned out. We got to get all that bacteria out of the skin, and then from there we will start treatments. And I would like to do a peel. I feel like peels are a great start for acneic skin, and also for hyperpigmentation as well. So that goes hand in hand. For hyperpigmentation, obviously I love to do microneedling with that. I love to do the BBL, the Moxie, depending on skin type. That's another one that I really love is Moxie. For us brown girls, we could get something laser like that. But for acne, it's going to start with VI peel. We're going to control the acne, and then we're going to get into it with the microneedling to help with some of the scarring.
And then I know that with acne too, there's salicylic, like colic, all these things, and there's so much over-exfoliation that happens a lot of times. So what are some products that, do you like to classify someone's acne, whether it's like triggered by something or maybe more hormonal?
Yeah, so you're right. There are different types, right? So like someone who is super athletic, hormonal, teen, you're right. They're all very different. And some people do overcompromise their skin. They use too much products, too much of this, too much of that. It's just keeping it simple. You're going to cleanse your skin. You're going to want to tone your skin. You're going to want to use some exfoliating pads to help clean off with the salicylic acid, clean off some of that bacteria, and you want a good moisturizer and a sunscreen. I mean, especially men. Men are super simple, super basic. We want to keep it simple for them. But it really is just making sure the skin is clean morning and night. And a lot of people don't do nighttime, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do nighttime. If you're going to go to the gym, you have to make sure as soon as you're done, you got to cleanse your face. After you're done playing, but any athletic sport, you have to make sure when you're done, you're cleansing, you're toning, and just making sure you're cleaning the skin because it's super important. You're sweating. I mean, just,
I mean, I've
stuck in there.
We've probably seen this too, but I've seen, you know, just throughout my life, my family, cousins, brothers, friends, they'll get acne on parts of their body if they're not, you know, exfoliating or jumping in the shower right after working out when you're sweating.
Mm-hmm.
And so
those pores are open.
They are.
And all that is going right in there. The dirt, the sweat, and it's just, that causes the blackheads, acne.
This time of year, we definitely see some people who want to do a diamond glow on their back or back treatments so they can, you know, you're wearing all these sweaters all the time and constantly covered up that, you know, come summertime, which will be here sooner than we think, you know, you want to make sure that all your skin's nice and ready. Last question I'll ask you. If you could give everyone one skincare rule to live by, what would it be and why?
One skincare rule, it would be obviously to cleanse the skin. We have to exfoliate. Exfoliating is so important, and that goes back to helping with hyperpigmentation. It's going to help with acne. It helps with texture. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It's just an all-around very important thing to do for the skin. We all know sunscreen, but also coming in and getting facials seasonally. If you can't do it as often as we wish, summer, winter, spring, fall, as long as we're getting that skin cleaned, I mean, it's a good start.
Yeah, I think quarterly seasonal facials are definitely really important. I love how you always recommend, and it's kind of been just something that we all do here now, but recommending a facial before starting a treatment plan, I feel like is such a good, it's just such a good thing to have a fresh, clean slate of, you know, it's a clean canvas, you know?
It is, before we start any treatment.
Yeah.
It's important.
This was so much fun. I think we learned a lot today. It's always fun sitting down and talking with you guys about just what we do here. Thank you so much for listening to the One Spa Chicago podcast again. We have some really exciting topics coming up as we close out 2025. And please tune in on YouTube, Instagram, all of our socials to hear more about what's going on with the One Spa Chicago. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.